Alright, what's up, guys? I hope you guys are excited for my free Saints ebook, man. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. Drop some free content for people that maybe they can't subscribe, maybe they can't afford to subscribe, maybe they just don't want to subscribe. That's okay as well, man. I appreciate everybody just for being in my channel and supporting me. It means a lot to me. And because of that, I wanted to drop something completely free for you guys. And while it is free, this content is by no means limited or subpar to the standards I usually hold myself to. This is a very, very effective offense. A lot of really good people run it. A lot of people ran it at the Classic. And this has been an offense that's kind of been around in Madden for a few years now. This is not something that's been extremely new, but it's also something that's not been extremely popular in the past, right? So maybe that's the reason you haven't seen this before. Maybe it's the reason you haven't seen many ebooks with this stuff in it before, is because it has been in Madden for a few years now, but it's only been used by a select couple of people. Like, for example, last year I remember like Rage Like a Boss, one of the pro players, ran this early in the year before he switched over to Bunch. I know Drini ran this playbook, ran some stuff out of this tight offset as well. I believe Dubby runs some of this tight offset as well this year. And this is not meant to like steal any of their content. I'm not sure if they have ebooks on this. I don't necessarily know. This is all stuff that either I've seen from previous Maddens or stuff that I've kind of cooked up myself. So that's not the intention behind this at all by any means. But this is a very effective offense, man. I'm going to be walking you guys through it. We're going to go through tight offset. We're going to go through some Y off trio. We'll go through some run plays as well, some 5 wide. And I'll show you guys pretty much just a whole offense that you guys can use. You know, it's multilateral. You can attack on the ground, through the air. There's some really good passes in this as well. And I'll show you guys how to set the personnel in this video. And then in the next video, we'll go ahead and start breaking down the plays that I use out of this playbook. So in the tight offset tight end, basically what you have one option. What you could do is you could do this halfback 1 package by clicking right on the right stick. And that basically gives you 4 receivers, so that's really handy if you're playing like Mutt. However, if you are playing like regs like this, it is nice to have a tight end like right here in this spot, especially if it's George Kittle, because he does have this route chem. And I would definitely recommend a route chem in that inside slot position on the right there. It can be a receiver if you use that package, or it can be a tight end if you have that as well. That's the reason I like to use the Niners and regs with this team, is that the Niners are a really fast team. They're good all around, and they also have that route apprentice. So yeah, I would definitely recommend a route apprentice, and I'll show you guys in the next video exactly why I recommend that. But as far as the personnel goes, man, you want your best running back in, obviously, because there are some actual good runs out of this formation. On the sides here, you probably want spinners if that's at all possible. The Niners only have 1 spinner, and it's Richie James, unfortunately. But if you're playing with someone like the Eagles, or you're playing Ultimate Team where you can get multiple spinners, I would put them on these outside spots where these guys are going to be on drags a lot. And then you want your best receiver right here in the slot. High route running, high deep route running is pretty ideal here. So if you're playing Mutt, maybe like Torrey Holt or Deshaun Jackson here would be really, really good. And then right here you want your route apprentice. So that's the personnel for the tight offset tight end. As far as the other formations go, I'll just quickly go through this Y off trio. It's pretty much the same, man. You can kind of rock with the same personnel here. I would put your best route runner in this spot right here, personally. I would put Goodwin right here. Just because if you notice, he's in a bit of an offset position compared to the other receivers. And if you're running like 4 verts out of that, for example, he's going to get that little speed boost. He's going to be pretty hard to bump in that spot as well. So he can kind of burn like maybe Tampa 2 with a linebacker in a deep blue. So that's a really good spot for him. Spinners on the outside again. Your best tight end right there inside. And then also your running back right here. Another thing you can do in an Ultimate Team, if you do want another spinner, another running back at the tight end position, one of the things you can do is you can go to your depth chart and actually start one of your extra running backs at fullback, and then what you do is you go ahead and go to the regular package, and it'll automatically put your starting fullback there. So like I said, if you're in Mutt and you want to put Marcus Allen at tight end, you can go ahead and do that and just start Marcus Allen at fullback in the depth chart, and he'll automatically be put in there when you go to this package. But for the Niners, Kyle Juszczyk is obviously the starting fullback, so he goes ahead and slots in there, and he's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty good. Definitely usable. So if you wanted to do something like that, and then put George Kittle right here. He's not popping up right now. It's a little bit glitched, but you could put George Kittle right here. Get those extra routes in the middle. Get like a corner route there, another post route, and then go ahead and put Goodwin on the outside to burn, like maybe cover one press. That's also a really effective idea as well. So that's going to be it for the personnel, man. I'm going to go ahead and hop into the play breakdowns next for you guys.